but I will be answering questions in this video. But before I start answering questions, Leslie X came forward and somebody actually...
Pause. He looked like Clarence. He looked a little bit shorter than Clarence, even though he sitting down, but he looked good too. See, she ain't got no problem pulling no fine man. I don't know why she's like over here doing all that for Clarence, man. He just as fine. And in some ways, he's even finer. So what's our problem? Let's continue.
Tagged him in a post because obviously everybody's talking about it. Somebody said, it's been 3 years. Why are you hysterically crying? She
Facts.
has had multiple partners after, though. It's time to let that hurt go. Right. Wasn't she with the singer JEREMI? Well,
JEREMI got more clout than Clarence and her last dude like built together. So like, what? Why are we even having this conversation?
The singer, he has been commenting on her last few pictures, which are
and first of all, his name is real Jose. It look like Jose Vargas. He got a Spanish last name. She's Spanish. They got stuff in common. So like, why she tripping over Clarence non-speaking Spanish ass? Makes no sense.
So they were talking, but I don't know. And she just got out of a relationship with the professional boxer. And then the professional boxer, who is now her ex, she's a little bit lost. She needs counseling. Someone help her. Now, this is the...
If Jose says you a little bit lost and you need counseling, someone help you, you got a whole lot more issues than you trying to show us. You up here trying to show us that, oh yeah, I'm so innocent and I'm so sweet and Clarence did me so dirty. But your most recent ex, who fine too, he can get other girls too, but he's dealing with your ass, saying you a little bit lost. He put a whole sad face emoji. A whole sad like, I tried to help and I couldn't do nothing. That's what I'm seeing from that. She needs counseling, someone help her. He didn't even take the decency to make that emoji. He put an actual sad face, like he dead serious. Like he literally put a colon and a parentheses, like he old school texting. Like he is dead serious saying that she got issues. That's beyond me. That's beyond Clarence, obviously, as you can see. But like her pity party she throwing for the internet doesn't make no sense. Cause old dude didn't need her. Old dude got a boxing career, and that's way more low key. Cause I don't know who he is. He's way more low key than Clarence, and it seemed like she could be able to deal with that better. But like I don't know what their relationship is like. But since he want to step into the shade room, he might as well step to YouTube too. But continuing on.
As dude she was in a relationship with, but they're not in a relationship anymore. And now, I don't know if she moved on to JEREMI the singer. Why are you always coming for the women who are hurt by these cheating men? You're always taking sides of the cheating men in all drama. Why? As a woman, you should be in the first position to understand the pain women feel. When it comes to this situation, let's just talk about this situation, because I don't even know what others...
I be getting that too in my real life. It's kind of like you got to be fair. Don't just be like taking sides just because she's a fellow woman. Like that's biased. That's wrong. And I feel her. Like Clarence ain't giving us no reason to say he's a cheater. He ain't giving us no reason to say he's been abusing Queen. He ain't giving us no reason to make us think he's like an ain't shit dude. So therefore, why are we gonna be on her side 3 years later? She's not even a factor. Queen happy. Queen just got a whole Birkin. Why is we pressed about the ex and gonna worry about what the ex gotta say that happened 3 years ago? It don't make no sense.
Places you talking about, but I get that it's been 3 years, and I get that you've been holding
3 whole
this in,
years,
right? But I would never in my life give ET man the benefit of the doubt, publicly or privately, to even know how I feel after he tells me.
She is speaking straight facts. Hold on. Exactly. She gave Clarence so much of a boost. He already thought he was that nigga. Now you just confirmed to him ×3 that he that nigga, because you still tripping after JEREMI your DMs. If JEREMI my DMs, fuck a Clarence, fuck a Jose Vargas. Who the fuck cares? But look, I digress.
That he realized that he didn't need me. I would never give him that satisfaction. I wouldn't shed a tear. I wouldn't have a conversation.
I might have shed a tear, but it's gonna be a private tear. It's gonna be a tear that me on my bedroom though, me and my pillow, me and maybe one close friend, but the internet, fuck y'all.
I wouldn't post up a video. You would never get my energy ever again in your
Period.
life. I would save those tears. I would save my energy. I would save my next word for a nigga that said he needs me.
I am right where I belong.
I fuck with her, but exactly. When he said you weren't the woman I needed, girl, I would have deactivated all my accounts. I would have took like 2 months to go away, because you know it'll take like 2 months of like being disappeared for make people forget about you and forget about the whole situation. So I would roll my 2 months out, put my shades on, put a New York moment with the sunglasses and just chilling. I would have chilled out at the crib. Exactly. He ain't coming back, sis. He ain't coming back. But whew.
Looked at myself as trying to belittle somebody or belittle a woman. My feedback might come off a little.
That's my thing. They getting on her about, hey, you're not on the girl's side. Like, as fellow women, we got to stick together. As fellow women, we do. And as a fellow woman, Leslie took shots at Queen that should have not been taken. Like, she went far. She don't know what Queen been through. She don't know what Queen went through, obviously, with Chris about her last baby. Let me speak on that real quick. She's talking about, oh, she knew the one thing that keep him away from me is getting pregnant. First of all, Queen didn't want to be pregnant. Queen was so freaking embarrassed about being pregnant. Queen said many times, like, I didn't plan this, I didn't want this, because she was just trying to start her career back up, and she sat there and got pregnant. You think she wanted to be pregnant? You also think that she was confident in her pregnancy? She over here complaining about, oh, I might not be able to have a kid and all that. Queen lost a kid. Did y'all forget about that? Queen lost one with Chris, and like that hurts. So you think that she was that confident to have Clarence's baby? No, she wasn't. And Leslie, she reached really hard, and I was really upset about that and didn't express the full extent of my irritation. But like, Leslie reached hard as hell with that.
Because I'm just New York. You know what I mean? I'm from New York. So I'm a little aggressive when I talk, but my message, if you get past the delivery, my message makes a...
I'm the same way. In person, my friends be like, damn, you said it so harshly. I'm just like, it ain't about how I said it. It's the contents of what I said. Take it as it is. If you need to like make it all pretty up yourself. But like, what I'm saying is raw and true and authentic. Like, that's pure, genuine from my heart. Take it as that, and not for you, sis.
Whole lot of sense. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to put that out there, because that kind of hit a nerve a little bit. You know what I mean? Got me all choked up. Because I've been there. I've been in a position where I was hurt and I felt some type of way, and I had some powerful women around me that was like, yo, what? If you don't get show?
Where are her friends? Exactly. Where is her parents? Where is her mama? She was talking about Clarence's mama loved me, Clarence's mama believed in me. Where is your mama? Because my friends ain't gonna let me go out bad like that. Because I went out bad a couple times in my life when I was just down sad. I was complaining. I couldn't have a conversation without bringing up the dude name, saying like, I don't know why he did that. Or, like, I don't know why he talked to this person. Like, I got on my friends' nerves. Guess what? They're not gonna let me go out in public and be sad. They're not gonna let me like show that I'm sad in front of him. They made me boss up for real. But my friends gonna tell me, be like, hey, you being a punk, like, get your shit together. And I'd be like, all right, I don't want to hear it. But I'd be like, all right, okay, cool. Leslie need better friends.
What? And who are you? You know what I mean? Remember who you are. They might say it's a man's world.
Who is you, bitch?
For this. And when I see a woman fall short and fall victim to some bullshit, come on, sis. You ain't had to go out like that. All you had to say was, I did not write the book. Period.
Exactly. I said the same thing. I was like, why you going into all that time? So I'm gonna start by like how me and Clarence met, how our relationship went, and then I'm gonna get to that. Like, did you write the book or no? Do you know who wrote the book or no? And then wish Queen well. That's all you gotta do. All that hater and bitterness that came at the end, like she folded. Like she folded so quick.
What are you talking about? Clarence said something about her daddy first.
I hate that comment. I've seen that comment like 1,000 times in rows. I'm just like, that's some petty ass victim shit. That's something like, oh, she had a reason. That's people who like to find reasons to argue. But Clarence had to address why he left, and he had to relive, because basically her bringing all this up, he had to relive what he went through. He wasn't think about that. He's happy. He had a whole kid. He wasn't think about that. Clarence had to relive that moment. He had to relive that anger, and then things just come up, and then basically as he was feeling like that and how she feeling all pity and like talking about all that, Clarence had to throw it in there saying like, yo daddy didn't believe in me, but you didn't believe in me, and you let your daddy talk about me. Like, that hurts. That hurts a man's pride. When, I guess, he from New York. He supposed to be able to provide. Clarence ain't got his daddy around him. Clarence is trying to be the best man he can. And here you are, letting your daddy talk shit. Here you are, sabotaging his plans, sabotaging his energy, just trying to, like, basically drag him back to where he is. He's trying to, like, expand. That hurts. That's all Clarence was saying. Like, hey, like, y'all want to know what happened? Like, I'm going to let you know. Like, basically, her daddy was talking shit about me. And, like, Leslie put me through all this. And it's something that we needed to know, because honestly, she over here talking like she all innocent and everything, but it wasn't all good in the hood. If her daddy didn't like him, that is animosity forever. Come on, let's be real.
I've seen this a lot in the comments where people were saying that, oh, he mentioned her father first. Clarence said in his video that he saw a text message in Leslie's phone, and that message, which was from Leslie.
Pause. We have still not got a confirmation on whether Clarence was just creeping on her phone, or he just had the password and she was saying, look, I ain't been doing nothing, and that popped up. We still need clarification on how this all came about.
In Leslie's phone, which was belittling him, basically telling her to break up with him. But keep in mind, that was still yet a conversation that was direct.
It seems like she had all the support she needed. She sat there and said, oh, it took me everything I had in me to ignore him, to, like, not go back, because I always go back. So it took me a lot to not go back. She had support. Her daddy said leave him. She had her daddy, like, on her side the whole time. She ever acting like she didn't have nobody. Like, why you living with a man in the basement? I really just want to say that. Why you living with a man in his basement when you got a whole house with a father that clearly cares about you? Like, why you in his basement? Especially when we found out that Queen had the option to sleep in the twin bed upstairs because they had an extra room. If you wanted space, or if he wanted space, you could have took your ass to that extra room. Like, why you in the basement with his ass? Or why did you move all the way out? Like, you had support, though, girl. This is my point. You had support.
Towards Leslie and Clarence. You brought up a conversation that happened with a grandmother, right? Because this is Clarence's mom, who was a grandmother to his son, to the woman that you're talking about that has to be with this woman for the rest of her life. You totally messed up girl code altogether and brought up a conversation and brought his mother in it and mentioned something about a third party. That text message he saw was about them. That wasn't about a third party. What Queen got to do with this? What was your point of saying that? Like,
that is a good point. I really forgot about that in all the midst of all this drama, but, like, we talking about how Queen ruined your relationship, but here you go talk about his mama loved me, or this and all this happened, but, like, where did that come from exactly?
Like, me and a dude dating, I get close to his mother, she tells me stuff, we break up, he move on to another girl, and I tell the girl something that the mother said. She didn't break up with me. The boy did.
Even then, though, I love all my brother exes. I be loving them like they my sisters. When they break up, we break up too. That's just how the code go. I mean, I don't know why she expected the mom to still be there, like, consoling her and being, her other mom. You have a whole family that you moved back to. So, like, that's their job at that point.
You know what I'm saying? The mother ain't got nothing against me. She even said it in her video that she reached out to her.
I also just want to say, Leslie, what was your purpose in that? Sounds like, oh, his mom loved me. His mom saying that she's not going to be in the videos. Her mom been in videos happier than I've ever seen a woman be happy. Like, she is a beyond happy woman. She's a funny woman. She's a well taken care of woman. She don't look unhappy to me. And she be sitting next to Queen. Queen bought her, like, a lot of stuff for her birthday, like some good household items, because his mom is not materialistic. Like, you thought you had that edge that, oh, his mom loved me, his mom don't like you, but you don't know that his mom don't like her, because clearly she do.
Trying to see if she was okay. You threw a person that still had love for you, even though you're not talking to them, under the bus. Majority of the video, you was throwing the mother under the bus. The mother ain't had nothing to do with this. She didn't break up with you. Your father is not Legend's grandfather, but Clarence's mother is. And this is a woman that she's going to have to be around for the rest of her life because they have a kid together. You see the difference? You see how a conversation about a
maturity.
third party has nothing to do with you and Clarence. Someone said, I've been in Leslie's shoes, a number of us. You invest.
Facts. If y'all want to hear about how I got played, I'll make a whole story time because I got played pretty bad. And that's not the first time. That was like the most recent time. But like, your girl done had some bad run-ins, but it's all about how you bounce back. It ain't about what happened to you, it's how you react to it.
All this time into someone just to break up and see them do and have everything you dreamed of with another person. It's a tough pill to swallow, but at the same time, you gotta move on. I saw in the comments where a lot of people were saying that, oh, Queen trapped him, I agree, and stuff like that. Let me see where I'm going with this. Let me see where I'm going. Oh, okay, I know where I'm going with
funny.
this. But I'm trying to be careful because people get, in their feelings and shit. What people have to understand is that you're not God, right? And that's the
We forget that as humans. You are not God. How you feel about a situation is not the end all be all. It's not the final judgment. How you feel is simply just how you feel. It ain't fact. It ain't judgment day. It ain't nothing but just, this is how I feel. And it does nothing for nobody.
Home with a lot of people. They think that they have everything figured out. Everything is supposed to go their way. But sometimes things happen.
I be forgetting that too.
For a reason. Because who's to say Clarence would have been who Clarence is now? Let's say if you would have had a kid, right? Because like she said, she can have kids. It's just extra steps she has to take. Let's say you had a kid. Who's to say that the relationship that he has with Queen now would have been the same relationship he would have had with you then? Everything up to...
I think he dodged a bullet genuinely. Like, if she be acting this unstable and this petty, like anything she could say to win or just like have somebody on her side, she definitely would have kept his kid away from him. She definitely would have been on social media bashing him. I feel like he dodged a bullet. And I also do